Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, just because it's a Tuesday, I was thinking about that I need to make a video on the planet Mars in itself to honor the vibration of this day. So I started thinking which topic I can talk about. Then I realized the whole astrology community is talking about and speculating that if when Saturn and Rahu are conjunct in the Pisces and it has already given rise to so much of the war front opening up. Imagine what would happen when the actual planet of the war, which is planet Mars, when Mars will enter in the sign of the Leo on June 7th, and from June 7th till July 28th, Mars is going to be transiting in the Leo. The story does not end here. Here comes the catch, because when Mars is going to be transiting in the Leo in this year 2025, it is going to be conjunct with Ketu over there as well. So what to speculate, what to expect? So we will just try to have our short and concise discussion on this. Like the way guys, in any of my Ketu video, I always say this thing that Ketu is connected with the nature. In whichever way Ketu energy is operating in your life, let that area being completely in the control and command of the nature or the divinity. Completely surrender the matters of that house, because more than your will, it's the divine will which will take control over there. More than your planning, it's the divine planning which will do a better job over there. And again guys, when we talk about any of the influence of, like the way I say, moon being in the control of Rahu through conjunction is very sensitive situation, and the planet of war, Mars, being in any way in the influence of Ketu is a very sensitive situation. Guys, why to go very far? Look at it in this way, that you are born with a kind of a promise which cannot be overruled, which cannot be edited, which cannot be omitted. And here we are talking about your reaction to certain situation, your anger, your impulse, your aggression. And again guys, like I will give you a general example as well. Like I live in Vancouver. Couple of days back, in one of the Filipino street festival, there was this guy with a proper mental health situation and too many encounters with the cops and all. He drove his vehicle in a street festival, like killing many people and giving the lifelong lasting wounds, like trauma, to many attendees over there. So that is what I'm trying to say. Like this is a normal thing that a lot of us, when we are angry, when we are mad, we do things, we throw away things, we get into fight, we show and demonstrate that rage out of us. But how many of you have end up doing things or committing those mistakes which has completely turned around the course of your life? Not only disturbing your life, but hurting others as well. Those are the vulnerability which you will find when Mars is going to be conjunct with Ketu. And again guys, like even in the global phenomena as well, like the way for example a small thing which can escalate into a big issue, like the way for example the whole Arab Spring rising, which it happened because of one guy in one country, he self-immolated himself, and which spread into such a big kind of a revolt in the whole Middle East. So that is what I'm trying to say. When it comes down to Mars and the Ketu, influence of Ketu over the Mars, it's just like that there have been those issues which have been happening within, but we are not giving attention to that, and it suddenly comes onto the surface. When it comes down to the Rahu, the way the energy of the Rahu and Ketu function. First of all, Rahu is a mastermind. Ketu is like a typical case of the victim. A victim, I mean to say, where nature is driving you, you are helpless over there. And again guys, that is the only reason a lot of the charts whom I personally know and I have given consultation, I've been giving consultation to them from past couple of years and all. So these are like regular clients and all. And whenever I see, especially in those charts where they have Mars and the Ketu conjunction, and when life is getting very hard on them, there's a lot of the pressure which is coming in. So I get more alert and careful regarding their exertion of energy or outburst of the energy in the house where Mars and Ketu are conjunct, because somehow there is a high vulnerability. You are on the radar that any of the outburst of you might have a cost to pay. So that is what you have to remain very cautious, very careful. And again guys, when we talk about all those kind of curse, all those kind of affliction which are very difficult to evade, they generally either come from Saturn or from the Ketu. Again guys, I will give you a very small example from my personal life and then we will shift to this discussion. I still remember, see, I'm a kind of person, even like when I was like living in India, in whichever way I can put money in the donation box, or like if any of the like beggar is asking for money or to give him food or to the homeless, I try to do my level best, whatever is possible in my own capacity. I still remember I was like, it was during my college days. I was in one part of the Delhi where it was like very crowded. I guess it was the North Delhi, and I remember that was a very scorching hot summer day and my car AC was not working, and just because I have to roll down the window and the cars were like honking all over in the traffic, suddenly from somewhere there's a eunuch, so which came for asking for money, and I was still a student, but still I ensured to give it to him. So I gave, like, I take out 10 rupees. I was a student that time, so that much I could afford. I put it out of my window to give it to him, and he just says in a way that, in a very rude kind of way, what are you giving? And I'm talking about those 10 rupees way back in early 2000. I was like, I do not know what happened to me. I was like, okay, if you're not grateful, let me not give it to you. He almost touched that and I took it back, and it happened in sudden fraction of second. Even my mother next to me was like surprised, what are you doing? Who does that? You took money back from him. I was like, I do not know what happened, and the cars are honking. Even he disappeared, and I have to move the car, and he said this thing before going, you will get into accident. And it's like after 4 years when my Saturn Dasha started, I was into major car accident close to that area only, and my car actually turned upside down. I was badly injured. Like anyone who would have watched and seen that car would have ruled out the possibility that the occupant of this car would have made it alive. So again, now I know I have the reasons that why that accident happened, but it's just like that my Ketu is good. So I do not have had any cost to pay that I injured someone else. The car just turned like upside down, overturned on a divider. And yeah, my mother still attached that blame to me, but again, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So guys, even in the current context, we can look at Mars and the Ketu conjunction in a way, because it is happening in the Leo sign. It's happening in a fire sign. So that means people who are in a power. So they might be put forth in a situation where their action is going to be very extreme. Even from the country's point of view, this could be a case when the borders of the countries could be redrawn. So this could be those kind of situation where people will get into the sovereignty or the borders of the country and try to capture something, because they have this mindset that it belongs rightfully to them. All the celebrities are connected with the Leo sign. This could be a time when from June 7th till July 28th, there might be very big celebrity crisis or the scandals which will come to everyone's attention. Leo is somehow connected with our identity as well, guys. So this could also give rise to the identity crisis as well, because guys, it's not only that the Mars and Ketu are going to be getting conjunct with the Leo. The 8th from it, over there Saturn is going to be transiting. So this overall alignment is not at all creating a very good energy. And again guys, you remember, if you watch videos on my channel, the day when Saturn transited to the Pisces, I already made this thing clear. It hardly matters. It might be good for certain people, for certain countries. It might be bad and vulnerable for certain countries, but overall it is going to be inauspicious for the world. So that I already said that. So yes guys, I have also mentioned down few dates as well. Then we will try to briefly look at that, how it is going to be impacting all of us. So guys, the very first thing is that we are, as per the numerology, 2025, if you will make a sum total, that will give you the number 9, which is again being ruled by the planet Mars. Along with that guys, when we talk about the energy of the Leo, which has got more to do with the leadership, monarchy, pride and the battles. Now comes the question that how this conjunction of Mars and Ketu, when it has happened in the fire signs, in which way it has created the global events. Like the way, for example, we know this thing that the fiery alignment could cause global wars, political upheavals, financial crisis and social reset. So again, here I'm not gonna talk about the Aries and the Sagittarius part. I will only talk about the years when the Mars and Ketu conjunction happened in the Leo sign. So it happened in 1914, start of the World War One. 1932 1933, rise of the Hitler, Japan invades Manchuria. It happened in 1951, escalation of the Korean War. It happened in 1970, Vietnam War escalation, Kent State shootings. And yes, in this 2025, just because of the potential leadership crisis. And again guys, see, even if I have to talk about this India and the Pakistan kind of crisis, like the way I've been saying this thing, that I'm saying this thing from a complete unbiased point of view, because my objective take is on astrology. That is what my expertise is. And obviously I'm Indian. My loyalty is definitely going to be with India only, but I need to give you a unbiased view how planets exert their influence. Because like the way I say this thing, that Mars and Ketu combination is like, it can make you a victim of the circumstances, or where there's some sort of karmic retribution which is heading your way. Otherwise, how could this happen? Even if you see the timeline, that the Pakistan army chief, who now the news has been getting speculated in all the relevant legitimate portals, that he's nowhere in the scene. He might have fled the country, or he has sent his family members to a safe place. So imagine that when this whole conspiracy and this terrorist attack was supposed to happen, he openly addressed and advocated about two-state policy, about creating a difference between the Hindu and Muslim, which in India is a peaceful community. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christians. It's like India is a secular country where all live like brothers in peace, in complete solidarity. So that's what he tried to do. And immediate after that, this incident happened. One of the very senior minister of the Pakistan, he on a live television is admitting this thing. Like generally in these kind of situation, it's the diplomat only who deny the charges. And he is like accepting on a live TV that we have been funding the terrorist groups from past many decades under the control and the guidance of some countries. He took the name, which is not important, but he is admitting it. So it means the whole nature, circumstances are going against you. This is something which you by yourself deliberately have called upon you or attracted towards you, like a doom which you are by yourself inviting to yourself. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, because the energy of the Ketu is inevitable. Like all those kind of people who are, this could be you have done something which is very, very praiseworthy, or whether it's a case that you did something which is very horrible. After when the whole thing has happened, and you will ask this person, I do not know, man. It's just like that. It's the nature or the Almighty which was working through me. Because if you ask me, I don't have that kind of power within me. I do not know what drove me in that phase or period of the time. It's typical Mars and the Ketu. So yes guys, after all of that discussion, let's briefly look at that how it is going to be like influencing all the rising sign. So guys, although there's a lot of the time, I will be making a elaborative video when we will be heading close towards the June timeline, and right now we're still in end of the April only. We have time. Right now I'm just honoring the Mangalwar, the Tuesday energy, and I was like driven towards making this video. So guys, when we talk about for the Aries Lagna natives, so guys, in your case it is going to be happening in the 5th house. So especially those females who are pregnant or planning to conceive, so they have to be cautious, they have to be careful. There will be those kind of romantic relationship which you can attract towards yourself in this period of time, which are going to be highly karmic in nature. Like it's like kind of a soul level promise, because guys, Mars is your ascendant lord. 5th house is the most auspicious trine house. So whatever turnaround will happen, it will drive you towards your destiny's promise. For the Taurus natives, so guys, it is going to be happening in your 4th house. So yes guys, in the domestic life, there is going to be some sort of change, uprooting of the energy. Like for example, suddenly you have got served this notice from your organization in a good way, that now they are considering to relocate you to a new branch, change of the residence, all of that can happen. For the Gemini natives, so guys, in your case it is going to be happening in your third house. So that in itself tells about that yes, during this time you will hold this key for doing something which is going to be very substantial. But again guys, all the willfulness, aggression generally comes from the third house. So in your case you have to own up to your energy, because whatever will happen with the Mars and Ketu, see, I do not know. Mars is not a good planet for you. I cannot say the same for the Ketu as well. Your good planets are like Rahu, Mercury, Saturn, Venus. These are your good planets. So again guys, you have to be accountable, cautious and careful. Every outburst has the cost to pay. That's all what I can say. For the Cancer Lagna natives, guys, in your case it is going to be happening in your second house. So yes guys, because Mars is a Yogarak planet for you, so high possibility some soul level promise, some important promise which is rightfully yours could happen. But still I would say, like, follow caution and care while taking some important financial decision. Or in certain cases this could be the time when, like I have generally seen, if this is what your life destiny promise is, people who part ways with their family, start something on their own, joint families get separated into and all, so those vulnerabilities slightly is going to be there. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case it is going to be happening in your first house. Again guys, like especially if you are in a senior leadership role, so just like that you have to own up to your mistakes, your shortcomings, or certain people are going to be acting out in a very reckless kind of way, like like a headless chicken and all. So during this time that vulnerability is going to be very strong for the Leo Lagna natives during this time. Again guys, it's Ketu, it's not something which you have any control, any say. So worshipping Lord Hanuman, worshipping Lord Ganesha, any of the god whose head was decapitated in our mythological description and all. So yes, Lord Ganesha worship is very, 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 very important for you in this phase. That will become more important if you're also going through dasha, which is making you accident prone and all, or very reckless prone, like some, because guys, this is a kind of a typical energy where you do not have any say, you do not have any control. What can I say? Even as an astrologer I cannot say anything, because it's like it's in the first house and it's a Ketu. So that means, but in your case, because Mars is your 4th and the 9th lord as well, it might have something good in store for you as well. That possibility is still there. So, but yes, worship of Lord Ganesha in this period of time diligently will become very important. And if Ketu is also active in the dasha, then that austerity is like more important than food and water. That's all what I can say. For the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case it is going to be happening in your 12th house. So yes guys, during this time be very mindful when you go close to the nature, animal bite, any of those victimized kind of circumstances, that possibility is going to be very strong. Again, in your case, Rahu, Mercury, Saturn, Venus are your good planets. Both Mars and Ketu is not a good planet for you. Expense could be very high, scam call, Nigerian prince calling you, you have an inheritance, kindly please click this link and claim the award and all, claim the inheritance. So be very mindful. For the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, this could be time of some sort of sudden turnaround of the things in your favor, something which you have been chasing. But yes, this is going to be the time that the awards, accomplishment, sudden enrollment to something, sudden falling out from something. So that is how the energy is going to be working out for you. But guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, in your case there is still that possibility that it will definitely hold this key to give you some sort of jaw-dropping moment, like whoa, what just happened. That possibility is going to be more strong if either Ketu or Mars is also active in the Dasha. That's all what I can say. For the Scorpions, so guys, in your case it's your ascendant lord and it is going to be happening in your 10th house. So guys, there is still possibility of some turn around in your career. This could be, it's Ketu guys. So if the universe wants to give you something, this could be a case that it might snatch something away from someone. So someone died, you got the position, someone got promoted, you got the position, someone got embroiled into scandal and they have to fill that position. You were being picked for that because again Mars is your ascendant lord. It only has good things in store for you, or it will do its best to safeguard your interest. But again guys, I do not know your birth chart, so that's all what I can say as of now with this much of the information. For the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys in your case it is going to be happening in your 9th house. So yes guys, during this time this could be the sudden turnaround of the things, like a complete shift in the destinies or life purpose or the path which you are treading. So suddenly something happened and now you have got that awakening, that new purpose, new things to fulfill. So this is how things can turn around. Seek the blessing of your ancestors, your Kul Devta. Be as respectful to your father. That will become very important. For the Capricorn, so guys for the Capricorn Lagna natives guys, yes, it is making you slightly sensitive. It is happening in your 8th house. So Mars is your 11th and the 4th lord. So again guys, in your case a lot is dependent what kind of dashas you are currently going through. So these are the kind of energy where generally if Ketu energy is working good for you, so this might happen that someone else lost the job, someone else got entangled into scandal, now they have to fill that position and they picked you for that. So this is how it can happen. Strong energy of change in residence, change in house or city, or getting enrolled into some new city for a new job, new designation. So this is how the change can happen. But again guys, Mars is your 11th lord as well. So this could be the attainment of things because of someone else's loss. For the Aquarians, so guys in your case it is going to be oh my god, happening in your 7th house. So yes guys, be very mindful. Partner's temperament is going to be very explosive. So because for the Aquarius Lagna, they are like very naive. They generally end up in relationship with people who have more ego and more like pride and all. And during this time, the partner's pride might be coming in the way. So guys, you have to play a very balancing kind of role. It's just like that. If your partner is suddenly acting very whimsical or with the small trivial things, start talking about separation, divorce, this and that. So there is a high possibility of that. So you have to be very mindful. And again guys, different people have different way of saying, but I generally see what I have seen in my research, people who get into victimized kind of situation, it's generally the random attack, random in the public, some crazy person did something. So those things happen when your 7th house is afflicted. So you're going to crowded places, and also just be very mindful, very careful while interacting with the strangers in the public and all. Just be very mindful. And lastly guys, for the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys in your case it is going to be taking place in your 6th house. So guys, there's a high possibility that suddenly you might be able to pay back your loans and all, or a good energy where you will destroy your enemies and all. So it is actually giving you a leverage or making you very competitive. That's all what I can say. But still guys, be very mindful around the pets. Like if you have a dog or any of those kind of animals, and also generally the dog bite and all of that can happen. So be very mindful over there. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.